Hello friends, this is Lakesh Bansal. Welcome back all of you. Today I bring HTML and CSS project for students and beginners. But before starting, I'm supposing that you know the basics of HTML and CSS along with Notepad++. If it is not like that, you can go to the description link for the better understanding of the project. So friends, before going ahead, I'm going to show you the output that we are going to create today. And this is the output we have. It is going to be very simple, but you have to practice it for a couple of days, then it will be on your tips. I am sure about that. So this is the heading part, and this is the horizontal, we can say horizontal line simply. This is heading also, paragraph and picture in the semicircle, and it is going to be same with the our vision heading or vision heading. And this is also a paragraph, but in the border, inside the border. So let's go with that. First we are going to give the heading here. We are using CSS along with HTML. So I am taking the new file here. Two files I will take, one for the CSS and one for the HTML. New, yes. So I'm going to save it with the name CSS. With the extension CSS style 7.css. You can keep any of the name, but the extension must be CSS. G7 folder in the desktop. So here I am keeping this file style 7.css, and this will be the HTML file. Go to the file, save as. Always we are going to keep the name index of our front end HTML page .html extension, and save this file. Okay friends, so let's go with the practical. First I am going to start with the HTML tag here, then I am keeping the head. Inside the head I am going to create the link with the, and the relationship will be style sheet, and I'm going to mention the link here, so we can copy it like this, hyper reference. You can type over there. Okay, so friends, our style sheet path is changed, so I'm going to delete it, and I'm going to copy the path of this file. Right click, full file path to clipboard, and in the hyper reference I'm going to mention this, Control S. So now we have linked the CSS file with our HTML file here. So I'm going to enclose the head part, and here I'm going to start the body part here. Okay, Control S. So in the body part, first I am going to give the background color to our page, BG color, that is equal to, suppose I am giving pink. Control S. So let's see, is it working or not. Step by step we are going to check the output, is it working or not. So I go to the HTML file path, index file, enter. It is working. So we have not given the index here, title here. So let's give the title in our HTML. Title is HTML project. Let's see in the browser, is it working or not. Control S, go back to the browser, refresh. it is working. HTML project is here, so it's okay. So now let's go for the heading first. Let's see the output. What is the heading? Heading is a convent senior secondary school. I'm simply typing here convent senior secondary school. So friends, here I'm going to mention one ID. I will explain it later on. Div is a tag to add on our on made self-made ID, we can say, is equal to header, and here I am enclosing the div tag. So in CSS we are going to create the header ID. Control C, go to the with the hash, Control V, header, and in the header tag we are going to mention the color property. In this ID we are going to mention the properties that we want to apply on convent senior secondary school heading. So this is color, and color we are going to give brown, suppose brown, and font size we are going to mention there. Okay, font size, suppose it is 40 pixel. Fine, let's check is it working. Control S, go back to the browser, refresh. Okay, is it working at all? We can set the font phase also, font family, we can say font family. Suppose I remember Arial here, so let's check is it working or not. Oh yeah, great. So but we are keeping the default font family there, so it's okay now. Refresh, or you can refresh from here also. Fine. So next, what we are going to do, we are going to mention the horizontal line here. In simple HTML, I suppose you know that we mention the HR tag here, HR. Control S, let's check it out. Check it out here. Yes, this is the horizontal line, but in including CSS we can mention it in a better way, div, and here we are going to create the ID, the HIR. Suppose any of the ID you can create, and I'm unclosing it with the div. So here I'm going to mention the HIR. What we are going inside it, hash HIR self-made ID, and in this we are going to mention the height, height is equal to 5 pixel is 5 pixel, and now we have width, that is going to be 1300 pixel, and sorry, okay, fine, width, yeah, we need to enclose it, right. So next we need the color, that is background color we are going to mention here. Suppose we need the green one, enclose it, Control S. So refresh it, not working. Let's see what is happening over there. What is wrong with that index, HIR, Control S, not working. Any problem with that? Div ID is equal to HIR. Inside the HIR we have height 5 pixel, width, and background color is green. So it is working absolutely right. Is there any problem? Let's check it out. Any syntax error? Okay, Control S, refresh. Okay, great, it's working. And go back to the index and give a break here. You know, we give the break, it is an empty tag, leave one line break. Refresh it, you can refresh it from here. Okay, fine. So next let's check what we are going to do. We are going to mention the R vision heading. So here I am going to mention div. I will create one more id, another id will be there, that will be heading 01. Okay, inside it I'm going to type the R vision text and div and close. So now friends, inside heading 01 id, what we need as per the requirement, let's mention the id here. And what we need, the very simple, we need first color. Okay, suppose we want the red color here, or we can keep the white. And we need the text size, font size also. Font size, suppose we keep the 30 pixel. And we need the text decoration. What decoration we need? The underline. And we need the text transform. What we need? Uppercase. Fine. So every letter we need capital. And we need the background color. Suppose we keep it yellow. Fine. And close it. Control S, and let's see is it working or not. Refresh. Not working. Let's check it out. What is the problem over there? Heading 01 R vision, it is fine already. And inside this heading 01, it is okay already. Control S. Let's check it out. Output. Okay, but the problem is the background color is covering the whole width of the screen. So for that purpose, what we do, we use the span tag here, simply the span, and we can use the background color. And we are going to keep this text under the span tag. We have changed the property of span. The background color will be yellow. Let's check out. Refresh. Not working. Let's check out the problem here. So we have not enclosed it. Not working yet. Let's see the problem. Background color is yellow. Control S. Any problem is there, I think. So friends, let's check out the problem. What is the problem over there? There is a logical error that we have kept the background color inside the heading 01 also. Okay, great. Control S, go back, refresh. Okay, great, it's working now. So we can change the color of the text. We can keep it black. Control S, go back to the browser, refresh this. Okay, great. So in between we can give a break before this. Control S, go back. Great, it's working. So the next that we are going to do is very interesting. We are going to create this, we are going to insert this image in the form of semicircle. So friends, let's see how it will work. In for that, in style sheet, I am going to create an ID with the img semi, and here I am going to keep the width. Suppose it is 400 pixel, and the height HEIGST I'm going to keep it 200 pixel and close it. So friends, there is a mathematical reason that we are keeping these like 400 width and height is half of it. So later on we can discuss it, but for the timing, remember to create a semicircle, we keep the width double, two times the height, and here we need the box, we can say, we can call it border, we can say, yeah, border. We are going to keep the border here, that we can keep the 1 pixel, solid black. Okay, and along with border we need the semicircle, and for that purpose we are going to keep the border radius. Okay, so border radius, first we are going to keep the 0 pixel for the left and 0 pixel for the top right corner, but for the bottom left and right corner we are going to keep for 3 the 1200 pixel and 1200 pixel. Let's check out is it working or not. Control S, and here we have not given the background actually, so give the background image URL, and the URL, so we have file that we are going to mention here in the on the desktop inside the G7. So we have an image. Okay, so suppose we are going to mention this inside the circle, so right click, go to the properties and copy this path, Control C, and the name of the image is 1 and its extension is JPG. Okay, so let's go back, mention it here, but friends, remember it that here we are going to use the forward slash instead of backward slash. If we keep the backward slash here, then it is not going to be work properly, or it will not work exactly. So the image was 1.jpg, sorry, jpg. Control S. So yeah, for that purpose we need, so friends, we need to mention the background size also. Is it there? Background size, so it must be, we can say, cover, how much our width and height will be, according to that it will cover the area. So now we are going to mention the image semi id inside the HTML div. id is equal to Control V. Everything that we need here is mentioned inside the image semi CSS file. So, and close the div, Control S, go to the browser, refresh, but it is not semicircle. Let's check it out. What is the problem over there? Control S, and we can mention the alignment. So friends, if it is not working, we can change it. We can keep the border bottom left radius, we can keep it 1200 pixel, and we can keep the Control V. Bottom right radius, Control S. Let's check it out, is it working or not. F5, yes, it's working already. So again Control S. If we keep it 1000, function F5, okay, it's great. So it's working now, you can check it out. So friends, if we want to make it in the center, what we can do, we can keep this div tag inside the center tag. Okay, great. Let's check it out, is it working or not. Okay, great, it's working. So in between we can give break here. Let's give 2 break line, F5. Okay, it is working, great. So let's go, but we are forgetting something. There we have a paragraph that we need to give. We can check out the output. Yes, so for this I'm not going to type the same text here, but we have something to type here. We can copy it from the file. No, we don't have, so we can download it from the internet. Go to browser, and here we can search out about some of the text about school. Oh, from Wikipedia, great. So here from here we can copy the text to paste over there. Control C, and we can copy it for the timing. Control Z. We need to do the word wrap here. Control V. Let's find the word wrap. Okay, great. So in this, fine, and close the paragraph. Control S, and close it, and go refresh this. It's working fine. So friends, we can apply here some modifications we can add on. For that purpose I am going to mention here one more ID with the div tag div, and ID we can say para, and inside the para we can add on the changes. So what changes we need, we can keep inside the para tag, para ID. So with the hash I'm going to para para, and suppose for size, okay, size first, suppose we keep the 15 pixel, and color is equal to what color you want. Let's check the green. Control S, Alt Tab, refresh this. Okay, so we can increase the font size a bit, 25. Is it working? No, it's not working. Let's check out the problem. What is the problem with that? Refresh. Okay, let's keep it 35, but it is not working right now. So under the we can change it font size. Okay, Control S, fine, but it is too bigger. I'm going to keep the 15 only. Fine. So friends, this way you can add on the modifications using the CSS tags and attributes. We have made many IDs here. Inside the ID we are giving the modification. The properties are getting changed over getting change over there. So next what we need, let's check out in the output what we required. Okay, now we need the insight. So inside it is going to be very simple for us now. Same, we can keep these changes here, same as the R vision, Control C. Interesting. So Control V, and this is our vision. Our vision, and close this span, Control S. Okay, great, it's working really good. So Control S, and last what we need, we are going to create here div, and ID will be footer, and close the div here. So what we are going with the footer, we are going to mention one more ID here inside the CSS file, and inside the footer what we need, actually we need the height. Okay, let's check 20 pixel, and width suppose 1300 pixel, and the border suppose 1 pixel, black color, solid, and we need box, shadow. Let's check it out first, is it working or not. Refresh. Okay, it's working, but height we need about 60 pixel. Go for the browser, refresh it. Okay, it's working. Control S, but we need the border not 2 pixel only, we need the 5 pixel, we can say. Okay, it is too bigger as per the output, we can say. Okay, near about. Fine. So inside this, inside the footer, we can place the text, so we are not wasting our time, already it's too long. So Control C, Control V. Check it out, how is it working. It's working, yeah. So friends, now we can keep our box a little bit bigger, just because text is much more than the box height, so we can keep it 100. Sorry, Control S, Alt Tab, go back, let's check it out, function F5. Okay, great, so it's already there. So this way we can create our HTML project along with the CSS. So one more thing that we can see, we are not placing here any picture. For that we have to do this task first, then we can go for it, because there is some complex system complexity is there, so complex system is there. That is why I'm not going for that task. Before that you have to do work on it for a couple of days, a number of times. If you get it, then let me know, and we are going for it. Next step.